Hey everybody, welcome back. Here we're going to change the headlight out to an LED headlight. My 06 Electra. My yard light is pretty good, but hopefully give you an idea here. You can see the high beam on this bike really is great. I'm pretty impressed with that. Here's the low beam. Shining on my truck. High, low. My batteries. High, low. Anyways, pretty good. Pretty happy with that. We're going to put a super cool LED in here next, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, here is the light. SunPie. I know, pretty sweet name. Facebook code. Here's what you get. Trying to remember what this was, 60 bucks or something like that. Link will be down below in the description. Bright white. Here's the power. Hopefully it'll plug right in. I am pretty sure you're gonna have to do some modification to the bucket once you get the stock light out of there, because on the back of this guy there is a big, let me get this out here for you. So this big heat sink has to clear the bucket inside the inside here that holds this light in. So not a big deal. I think this light would still work even if it's done that way, but that's what you're gonna have to do. This is probably your little ballast. Looks like we've got some adapters. So yeah, anyways, let me get this stock light out and we'll go from there. I know you gotta start down here, I think. Take some screws out and get the chrome ring off, and then you can get to the light. So stay tuned. So the chrome ring comes off. Mine just had one screw in the bottom, then you kind of pull it off of there. Then you can see you're going to take all these out, and you'll take the ring off of this one, and then the headlight will come out. So there's that. There's what it has for a plug. You can see the bucket. Here's the back of the factory headlight. So it simply was just take the three screws out of that ring, pull the headlight out, pop the connection off the back, and away you go. So now, it looks to me like this here ballast steel will plug right into that. And then this will plug right into the headlight. So pretty sweet. Okay, so I took a vice grip, grabbed the spring, and once you take that off, then the bucket, you can just kind of twist it out. Here's a shot from the back of how it doesn't fit, I guess you could say. There is little tabs on the light that tab into these little notches here. You can see, kind of that one's quite a ways away, but you can see you don't have to take much, just a little bit here on the bottom and a little bit on this side to get that light to clear the heat sink anyway. So I'm gonna get my die grinder out and take a little bit off and see if we can get her to fit, and then we'll be back. All right, y'all, it's been a couple days. I had to order this special mounting ring to work with this light because of the depth issue that we had with the factory one. So this just came today. Link down below in the description. This was another 15 bucks or whatever. But it's just a special holder for that light from the same company. Put it into a Harley, because I guess, you know, it comes, that light goes for a Jeep or goes for what other different kind of things. Oops. So the deal here is we'll take the cover off, put the light in, put the cover back on, then screw that thing into the bike. So it looks to me here now like it's gonna replace that whole light to me. So we'll see how that goes, and then we'll be back. All right, so I took the 4 Torx screws out, got this ring off. Now this ring here is gonna go right in place in the fairing there. So once I get that in, we'll be back. Okay, we got the ring screwed into place. I did crank these 3 screws in a fair bit more because they were really far out, and I kind of test fit the chrome trim ring, and it looked like it was gonna be way too far out. So I sucked it in a bunch. You can see here there's still a ton of adjustment. It probably is going to have to go more, but More importantly, before you put the final ring on, you probably want to adjust your headlight. Not that you won't be able to after, but it'd be a lot easier now. But so I'm gonna get the headlight mounted in there, get the ballast and everything shoved up in there, and or whatever that converter thing is, and go from there. Okay, so we got the headlight in. I pulled the cover off so you can really see that bad boy. Really changes the look on this thing once you get some LED headlights and stuff in there, or the headlight and then the marker light turn signal things. So I'm gonna wait for it to get a little darker out because it's not quite dark, and then we'll turn it on out there, get it adjusted, and then we'll put the chrome ring on. But here you can see. So there's that. Let me get the high beam turned on. High beam turns on the big bottom one there, so it is very, very bright. Not gonna lie. Low, high. Pretty cool. Alright, anyways, we're gonna come back once it gets a little darker and I'll show you what it looks like outside and get her adjusted, and then I can put the final trim ring on and kind of button up the front end so that it's all back to normal. So yeah, so far pretty stoked. Hoping you guys can see it. Once you get your headlight adjusted, up in there is a metal little tab that snaps into the top. Up there you can kind of see it. It's kind of hard to see. I should have done it before I put the ring on. It's kind of a pain in the butt. And that's what holds the top of that thing on. And then you can pull the rest of it down into place. I don't know how to turn my light off. But there you can see the trim ring on. Just put your one screw in the bottom and that'll hold it in place. And boom, just like that. So that's pretty cool. There it is, all buttoned up. Got the chrome ring on, got the little screw in the bottom. Tight, kind of everything sucks up and goes together. I'm loving the looks of it with the LED blinkers I did in my other video. Make sure you follow the links down below to those. This headlight looks pretty cool. Pretty happy with it so far. I'll probably wax it once or something. Give it a little polish. Looks like it's got a little bit of stuff on there, maybe from the packing. Get that cleaned off and perfect. But yeah, I really kind of dig the looks of it. Makes the bike look good. I kind of go on with my blackout scheme here. Changed those lights to the black ones in another video. Got the clockwork screen. Got the front end looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I still do want to change the wheels someday to a different wheel, maybe like the newer versions. A little bigger rim. But once it gets totally dark, which it's pretty close, we'll point this out the door and I'll show you a comparison video to before and after, kind of how that light is. But she's bright and looks cool. Let me turn it on. There's the low beam. Get it to focus to where it doesn't seem so crazy bright. But it really is just plain crazy bright. So just doing some initial checks outside. It was crazy out there how much more light it gives, which is what everybody said, so I expected that. But let me point this thing out the door and we'll be back. Okay, here we are outside. It's not quite totally dark yet, but it's pretty dark. But you can see here, I got the front end is down a little bit, and I may have to adjust the headlight up a little further, but high beam, low beam. It does kind of a weird ring there on the bottom. Not sure what's up with that or how that'll look, but it's far enough ahead that when you're sitting in here, kind of sitting back, you know, it lights everything up anyway, so I think it'll be great. But I might adjust the headlight up just a little bit more, but the high beam is just sweet bright. I like it, so this is good, very good. I like it a lot. Let me get off of here and we'll see how it looks out here. Yeah, it's still super bright. Can't really tell, but yeah, I like it. So like, comment, subscribe. Follow the links down below in the description. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have one and if you're happy with it and how long it's lasted. So I really appreciate you guys watching the videos. Thanks for stopping by. High beam, low beam, high, low.